Hello, my fellow woodhounds. Brady, the honest woodcutter, is at the woodshed today. I've got this load of wood that I cut back on the back of the property. Hi, rabbits. Back there in the back corner of the property. I think y'all saw that video. Cut that mostly using the Craftsman 3.3. Anyway, it was a cool day yesterday. It rained off and on, and in between I was able to get this load loaded and bring up here. So I'm gonna put all this on my woodshed. I've got a bunch of red elm in here that came from my red elm score recently. This was all the short stuff that I cut up into little chunks and little boiler blocks. Some of these were some big rounds. I think that tree must have been about 4 foot around or close to it, 3.5 foot. And then I've got a bunch of wood that I cut back in the spring behind it. So anyway, I'm gonna be splitting this into here. I've got a little bit of limb wood right here too that I didn't really want to pick up until I start splitting some of this, these rounds that I can mix that in with. So anyway, y'all, how do you like? Got the old Yard Max ready to go here. How do you like my how you like the Vienna sausage can for a hub cover? This is how rednecks get her done. I'm gonna set this up right here so I can talk to you. Set that up right about there. And I've got my very best high class, high dollar pair of denim shorts on today too. I had these, now don't make fun of these, I had these custom made now, already pre-worn out and cut too short and everything, you know, just the way I wanted them. So I'm going to start this thing up and we're going to do some splitting. Okay, well, I got everything off the back row and a little bit more than that. That's what I was wanting to do, is get all that weight off that tailgate. Guess I'll throw a few of these rounds off of here, and then I'll go stacking this in the shed. Got some dead wood here too that needs to go this front row up here. Okay, that's probably good. I'm gonna pull it a little closer here and I'll stack this. In case you've never seen a guy stack wood in a woodshed before, just in case. Okay, I think I'll... You know, a lot of guys leave a space in between the rows, so if the air gets in and dries it better. I'm not arguing that that's not a good point. I mean, if I was trying to season this wood out really well, I probably would do that. But then the shed would hold a whole lot less wood. And at the end of the day, it's broiler wood. If it's green, if it's not, if it's semi-green, if it's seasoned, it doesn't matter. That damn thing eats anything I put in it. So I just don't do it that way because I want to get the maximum amount of wood in here I can. This shed at full capacity will hold about 5 cords of wood. So I'm gonna put a few more up here on top too. Make sure I get this thing good and full so when come winter, in case something happens that I couldn't get wood, if the truck could go down or something, I'd be screwed. And I just don't want to go there, so. Make sure I get it as full as I possibly can. Good boiler wood. That's some primo stuff. I just had a few more rounds in here. I might have to throw down a few more than rounds. Branch on it. I don't know if I can get that off or not. Nope. Have my axe handy. Get it off of there. So, good enough. Good enough for me anyway. Nothing like grabbing a big heavy piece of wood gloveless and having it scrape right, having it come out of your hands, scrape right across your fingers. Got a box. Got a box up here that's got some chainsaw parts in it. I need to get that off of there. Gotta go a little higher there as well. I might move it up here. I think I will. Sweating all over my sunglasses. I think I'll just take these off. I don't really have to have them right now anyway. Right there. I'm just box down off here. There we go. Yeah, I can stack some more up on top of there now. I've got an odd row right here. The bottom row sticks out farther than the rest of it. So I'm thinking about stopping right there and jumping over here and making a double row in this area. I think I can get it all in here if I do it that way. Leave this little spot here at the end open, because I do have some shorts and stuff that I can put in there. I just hate it when it's odd like that. I'd like to even it out. Oh boy, that's a heavy one. That one right there. Oh, I was going to mention, I know a lot of guys put pallets down or whatever in the bottoms of their, wherever they stack wood at. Again, I'm not arguing that's not a good idea. I don't like it personally because my wood breaks through it and then I fall through it, and it's just dangerous, and it's a pain in my ass to have to step over them all the time. What I've been doing in the last couple of years is just kind of letting the bark and debris kind of build up in here, and that gives a little bit of a buffer between it and the dirt. It still does get some dirt on it, but for my own use, it doesn't really matter, and that keeps the majority of it off of there. So anyway, that's just what I do. I'm just kind of, plus it keeps my lazy bones from having to rake it out of there, which is what I used to do. And then I decided, well, why am I doing this? I need to leave that debris in there. Oh, can't hardly see anything, can you? All right, I'll finish stacking this little pile here, and that's probably a long enough video. What's the rounds of one? Some of them are going to fall top. These are heroically long. This one goes over there. That one, I think that's a bit long for my stack. Over there. My broiler will hold 30-inch pieces comfortably. So, I mean, I can get them in there. I just don't like to cut my wood that long. If it happens that way, if I'm like cutting those little limbs and I end up with that one piece that's that long, that's the last leftover piece, you know, or if there's that much more good wood in it, like kind of like that one over 24. That's about as long as I like to cut them generally, but it doesn't matter if they're a little longer, as long as they'll fit my boiler. I just don't cut the big stuff that way because it's just impossible to get it in there. It's just too damn heavy. Hi there, frog. The old bullfrog or toad. I guess it's a toad. I saw that damp wood. He was laying up underneath that. He said, "Hey, man, what the hell you doing? I was getting my lunch there." Nice piece of limbwood, hickory. Almost isn't limbwood. It's so big. Well, that concludes all that pile for now. There's a little short piece. I'll put that somewhere else. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed that video. Little wood action from the woodshed. It is humid. Before I go, I wanted to thank Cliff Nieport, Scotty69, Tom Waldo, Mark Davidson, David Edwards. I know there's guys I'm forgetting. And the new subscriber, Big Guy 999. I think that's your name. I hope I got that right. You've been watching and commenting on a lot of my videos. I like what you've been saying. You seem like a cool guy. I appreciate having you here. Thanks for the encouragement. That does mean a lot to me. And thanks for the what I read about some of your comments I read on a certain other person's channel too. I was very entertained, and I was very much in agreement with you. So that was really cool. So anyway, guys, I will be cutting wood at my new cutting ground probably tomorrow or the next day. Probably not on Sunday. Sunday's the 4th, so I probably won't go out there that day. I'm hoping to do a delivery on Monday if I get a hold of these people and confirm it. So I might try to sneak out there tomorrow. So anyway, stay tuned. Some action for my new wood cutting ground. I'll show you around, kind of give you an idea of what I got going on out there. Another choice spot to cut wood at. I'm really blessed for wood cutting spots right now. So, and I think I got enough wood to take me clear up into fall, clear up probably through fall, probably well into winter. So, anyway, guys, I will conclude this video, and I'll see all you people on the next one, and I appreciate you being here.